Today is Thursday, June 11th, time about 6:40 a.m. Joe and I are getting ready to do another daytime float on the lower salt. 6 o'clock this morning, the flow was 741 cubic feet per second. So should be somewhere near that. And this is the 50th anniversary float of the SS Frisbee. I assembled this. Yeah, I assembled this from a kit in January 1976, just over 50 years ago now. We will see what adventure awaits us. Once again, a good view of the Four Peaks this time of day. And Joe and I are getting ready to run Snaggletooth. But before we get there, we've got a herd of horses. Again, going over the top of the boulder. It's harder to maneuver than my Swifty, surprisingly. But had a good pillow of rock, or good pillow of water over that biggest boulder. Just barely see the tops of the boulders above the water at this flow. Yeah, I keep trying to pull around and stay on the eddy line, but this kayak has different ideas. I think a little more maneuverable than what I was getting with my old Noah jetty. I know here I couldn't avoid going under these reeds. Let's see how we're doing here. Once again, these power lines indicate the start of the long pool to Bulldog Island. So we're approaching the start of Bulldog Island, that being a clump of reeds in the middle of the river. At this point I can still just see the top of Red Mountain, but that's going to disappear by the time I get to the actual opening. And if you want to take this right channel, once you leave Snaggletooth, you want to just stay far right, follow the reeds until you can see a parting. By the daytime, I can see that there is a difference in coloration. From the green reeds to the right of the opening, and then the light colored reeds as you start to enter the right channel. And once again, there's no sign, no pink webbing to indicate this is the opening, but if you can see a channel running like that, that's obviously the right channel going around Bulldog Island. So once again, we're going to explore the left. That will take us to Bulldog Rapid, otherwise known as Pinball or Pinball Alley. Again, don't take the right channel unless you're looking for a special thrill. Best option, go far left here and back in the center. Looks like we've got a good blanket of water over some rocks we've encountered in the past. Have some obvious upstream V's there. This one. And don't see any, well, there's just a rock there next to where the trunk hangs down. Let's see. Upstream. Got a pretty good current coming around the right channel around Bulldog Island. Alrighty. That was a good clean run. Next challenge will be the Devil's Elbow once we get past the bridge. Seems to be a popular spot for the horses to gather under the bridge. Guess they like to be close to the water, but still have shade. On to the next challenge. Our next challenge, Devil's Elbow versus the SS Frisbee, or SS Frisbee versus the Devil's Elbow. Probably the last time this boat was out here, the reeds weren't quite grown up like that. So, like to do, point upstream or away from the reeds, get ready to draw or whatever it takes to pull away from them. Still get up fairly close, starting out. And this is a pretty good current. I'm just going to straighten out here. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot I could do to pull away. The easiest just to ride that downstream current, which is away from the reeds a bit. Okay. Don't have anybody else attempting this today. I want to see how this does going around Maria's turn here. Again, anytime you're going around a bend in the river, don't get too close to the outside of the bend. Get ready to pull away. Looks like a photographer here. Must be something here to the right. Somebody looking for treasure here. Well, sometimes we've seen Sometimes we've seen horses in this area. Don't see anything today. I'll check to see if we've got a turtle up here. So far, don't seem to be bumping into any rocks. Approaching Foxtail, I like to go all the way up to the cliff here and then just skirt along the edge. Still don't see anything really. Looks like a whirlpool here. Kind of a gentle flow. And then look for the boulder here on the left. There's maybe a little whirlpool here. Is that Zach Walker?
What's up, buddy?
This is Ed Hebert taking this out for its 50th anniversary.
Is that
Built it from a kit January 1976. Not very comfortable, huh? I like my Swifty. Yeah, I saw you had an opera singer here.
Oh my God, it was so awesome, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting it, that's for sure.
Oh man.
Well, have a great pal, guys.
Okay, you too. Yeah, that's Zach. So I've made reference to ferrying when you approach the Devil's Elbow. The idea behind that, I'm currently facing upstream, doing some kind of draw strokes to get over. But the idea, if you point straight upstream and then angle the front of your boat in the direction you want to move to laterally, and how much you turn it depends on how fast the current. This is a very mild current, so I'm just going to tip it like this and then just do normal forward strokes, and the action of your forward strokes combined with the upstream current pressing against the side will move your boat straight to the side, you know, without going downstream any. This is useful if you have a herd of wild horses in front of you you don't want to run into, and you're behind them taking photos on the downstream side, that is. And again, if I want to go to the other side, I just point a little bit, do normal forward strokes, and that is carrying me laterally. And of course, the other thing with a kayak You can do backstrokes since you have paddles on both sides. Of course, if you had a kayak paddle on a paddleboard, you'd be doing the same thing. It's a disadvantage of just having a single bladed paddle. All right, so much for that. See how George is doing today. Oh, somebody lost an inner tube up here. Inner tube or a little raft, I guess. Guess if you're daring, you could venture in there and retrieve that. Well, it looks like it has some rope on it, so maybe tangled. And once again, once you pass George, get back to the left so you don't hit this overhanging brush. That rope's been fraying. Yeah, some people will climb up on that rope that's up on the rock, pull the other one out, and then some are actually doing mid-air somersaults when they swing out. Yeah. So if you're planning to take out here at Phon D Sutton, you want to keep left, not only to be able to tuck in quickly at your takeout boulder, but it also gets very shallow in the center here, so you could very easily get high centered on the shallow spots. And weekends you'll have no trouble spotting this area because you're going to have picnic cabanas and a lot of picnickers out here, and you know, people swimming. But weekday is a different story. But you've got the big boulders there in the center and smaller boulder here on the left, and you can see where Joe's disappearing behind the reeds. So that's our standard takeout rock. Skunk. So I got to come in sideways with this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right where she left her kayak's about where I want to be. Okay. I'll take the back end and try to get this. Yeah, kind of slow here. I got to step up.
I've never seen a coontail.
Oh,
Have you?
coontail rattlesnake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been seeing, I saw a couple of them so far. Where did you see this one?
Oh, it is crossing. I was going up there.
Oh, okay.
It went into this poop there.
Okay.
It was here and hadn't come out.
Oh, okay.
Probably got a net.
Okay, kind of slow here. Yeah. Oh my.
Oh, it's a free banana.
Oh, goody. That's just Frisbee. GoPro, stop recording.